see that, right? So people don't know this. They knew this stuff. It was not cool. I thought it would be fun. Yeah. No, I got no, I drove it to it's a southern country too. Oh yeah. Doesn't make it. Well, I thought we were going to have it's like love those cities. And okay, I actually read about it. And I actually saw a picture of cafeteria. Yeah. I can't remember, but it was like very nice. I took a picture of it. Yeah, because I was on my awesome. Yeah. You were there? Yeah. Good? Yeah, it's great. Yeah, alright, we're good. Thank you much. Yeah. So, I think Arnold yeah, oh, well, so you want that's the thing I was telling you about? Are you watching it? I mean, I just didn't know. Always take a picture. That's awesome. You just show that one. There's this place behind you. Yeah. Oh, it's out here. It might take it. Absolutely. I went there. I was like, but I went in there like last year. Serious. I mean, not going, but you can't hear them. I'm not sure if my first year. I know it's like, you were I mean, the day thing like makes me like that. It's like you should sleep. You just like that. Yeah, you have to forward. And then, so I don't think that's well, seeing good too. It's not but I sure. It's not hard to drive. I'm pretty sure it's just the fact that that's so real time. If you're trying to watch it, like that. God, get a box. Yeah. All right, guys. Not bad. You good? How are you doing? Yep. What do you think? Fitting out of this world.
Yeah, I don't know. We may need to use the tripod just to get away from the table wobble. Keeping it under sitting up there. I mean, it's these spasms.
I wonder if you put on this guy. Because it seems.
Yeah, what's the
people stay off this time.
Yeah, right.
Because
I don't know what the setting's going to work. I mean, I just don't know what the seating's going to be like. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Let's start right here.
Yeah, you could play that.
How do you want to do it? Okay. Is this something we I mean, for this, since it's at the end, you can really just like I just oh, will we do it? Yeah. Yeah.
There is sound. Gotta go grab some headphones.
Yeah. I mean, or I can give you some I can give you like 3 pauses on the day. So there's like whatever you want to do. Oh, right. Try it. Just like normal.
What voltage is coming out of here?
There is sound.
Oh, it does, yes. And I can try to like, is it like that? Yeah, it's true.
It's like
That not good. It's two different.
And you literally can't or I always do three pauses on click. So you can pause it 3 times. Hit the space bar. Yeah. Apparently not. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, this is so great.
Are we good to start?
I think so. Not today. Today it'll come through the computer. Tomorrow. Yeah. I'm gonna see. I think I'm gonna find out. Yeah.
You see on the inside. We get it. Yeah, it goes through. Goes through one layer of the second.
Magic.
Yeah. I don't see it there, though. Yeah, because here, you can see. It's not there. I don't see it. It's not actually.
Hey, Eric, do you think it would make a difference based on the computer, how responsive? Because when I do it on mine, I tested yesterday, it's pretty, doesn't lag much at all.
Maybe.
I know, like, if I use my other, I have a bulky one, just like I never use it.
Probably, maybe. Yeah, sure. We'll have to get drivers for the webcam onto this machine. Okay. Jeff is back.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, let him set up the drivers.
Okay.
I'm gonna let these guys go.
Yeah.
You guys can just go ahead. That's all. Will it be too distracting if we're just messing around with it?
No.
I think it's
I think it's fine.
Not unless you're yelling profanities at us while we're trying to do this.
So we'll come get the drivers.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted all these things.
All right, cool. Let's do this. Let's start.
You guys want the lights adjusted?
How will they be? Are they going to be like dimmed?
Are these all these right here?
Yeah, the one that's off's the front. Yeah, those are the cans. That's those.
How's it back there? Do you guys think lights off back there too? Or can we do the little one?
Are the cans on a dimmer?
Yeah, the cans are all dimmer.
Dim the cans.
Cans are this.
It should be, yeah.
Oh.
That's magic.
Oh, that's a tough one. Magical.
That works. That works well. Can we just get it?
Yeah.
Just like for some reason we have to do that. Yeah.
I like that situation. It's considered and they last so long.
That's okay. Yeah, let's, all right, go ahead, guys.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. It's great to see so many people here and have Google joining us via Google Hangout. Thank you for coming. Thank you for taking an interest in what we've done this summer. My name is Ryan Coletti, and I'm excited to have the opportunity to present to you today. But before we get into our project, let's meet the team.
Does that sound from the computer?
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna have some fun today. I and two of my colleagues will be talking to you about our summer project at ISIS. We've been given the opportunity to follow along with Google's Project Aura and to develop some of the very first modules for a brand new modular phone. And I'm proud to announce we have two modules to present to you today. First, though, let's talk about this Google project that is changing the world of cell phones. In 2007, Apple reinvented the cell phone. It was presented as an unprecedented combination of a phone, a music player, and an internet surfing device. And that was pretty cool for 2007. For 7 years now, we've been force-fed new versions of the same phone. Maybe this one has better screen resolution. Maybe this one has more icons on the home screen. Maybe we can pick our favorite color of that one. But they're all basically the same phone, some with sharper corners than others. It's time for a game changer. Introducing the Aura phone, the world's first modular phone. This is a revolutionary kind of phone that allows you to choose your own hardware, a fully customizable phone. So now, issues like a broken screen or a shot battery do not necessarily solicit that we need a new phone. And if you're a music buff, but you don't necessarily take a lot of pictures, you can buy great speakers for your phone and skip the camera entirely. And if you're always on battery life, you can buy 2 or 3 batteries and hot swap them when one goes dead, even without turning off your phone. Pretty sweet. So all this is done by having a phone skeleton, and all the parts of the phone, including the screen, the battery, the camera, speakers, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, core processor, memory, anything you can imagine, are made into these little modules that can be slid into the skeleton. Here's a video by Google that will hopefully help you visualize what that will look like. All right, so Google's producing the skeleton. They're calling it the Endo. But they've called on hardware and software developers alike to produce the individual modules. That's where we come in. We are a team of 10 interns, 6 of us mechanical engineers, 4 are software developers, and we've been challenged at the beginning of the summer to create a module that will be useful with the Aura phone. We came up with a plethora of ideas. Some of our more notable ideas included a power drill, an electric razor, or a detachable flying drone. Some of our more realistic ideas were a key fob, a credit card reader, and an infrared thermometer. We started making a wireless optical mouse and an inductive charger, but we had to pause these projects due to insurmountable roadblocks. We're continuing work on an emergency module that contains a distress whistle and a silent alarm. But the 2 modules we have ready for you today are an IR glucose monitor We were so excited for these ideas, and we've been able to create a cyber model of them that fits within the space constraints of a module. The cyber model was made with a tool created here at ISIS and further developed by a partner company, Metamorph. This tool is a platform where programs like SPICE, Eagle, and System C come together, and we can model, inspect, and test all the elements of our design before fabricating it. Meta tools help cut back the time required for the design process by combining several steps and streamlining calculations. The effects of this time-saving software can be seen on this timeline. The middle part is where we would normally be doing lots of designing, building, and testing of prototypes. But the Meta tools allowed us to do only 2 prototypes before being ready to design a custom printed circuit board and have it sent out to be fabricated. Now, here's Brandon Thomas to tell you more about the IR Blaster module.
As far as that in the middle as you can get it. Yeah. How's that look on there? Good? Okay. I don't know if this is going to work today, but probably not. It was working earlier. We had Andrew, the human remote. Yeah, so I don't think it was working before we took an hour off, but now it's not.
Is that with the microcontroller? Yeah.
We're supposed to be testing.
With the laptop, or was this his mic? I think that's today.
Why does it not choose?
I hear you.
It's coming out of the laptop.
Yeah, she will type in cable. Did she want it?
Can you?
Yeah, it's your computer. You're still trying to output it through its speakers needs to go through each other. Yeah. Disable your speakers, middle and middle. Don't forget to do that. This is very loud.
Hold on.
No, it should be coming out to the TV.
So the TV's volume on.
That's decent.
Fine. Not too much. Submitting since.
We should turn the TV on of that, off of that.
Can you get the mind?
I don't know how we can make one of the presentations.
Yeah. We're just turning it off and back on.
So that
Is that too loud? That's what your house
But can we embed this in the PowerPoint in case we have difficulties?
Huh?
Can we embed this in the PowerPoint in case this happens, so that we can play it with the PowerPoint?
just can you say that? Well,
Try replugging the HDMI port cable. It's not showing any sound out there. Like you would see a green meter.
We gotta make sure you're
Right click that. Playback device, please.
I don't know when else has.
Andrew, why can't I hear you?
I don't know, dude. I'm just talking.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
we can play it through the laptop. $2 now.
Does Spotify work? Like click play. Your video doesn't have audio. Do you not have an exported version?
Playing.
Hold on, guys. We doesn't need a million people.
What did you do to change?
Oh, I clicked on the.
Question, how many
Windows
do
Mobile.
you address?
If it's like something just coming out, but yeah, and it was playing the video audio when it was just the laptop. But then when the audio and video reverts from the TV, it's still not. Okay. Is it just a sleep mode?
Yeah, it's just every second.
So you guys got it figured out. Yeah, I think the sleep mode just
We're not sleeping.
when it sleeps, it probably sounds like an unknown signal to
I
the.
don't know how to respond.
We sent it gave it to the mic controller through.
Yeah.
Was it not filmed? Yeah.
Usually my voice.
We're 2.5 weeks. Yeah. I thought you were considering.
That's a pretty, yes.
Do I need a?
Yeah.
You shouldn't say
That was
that.
the one.
That
was the one.
Yeah, it's just saying that they're there. They'll.
Okay.
It's still not good. It's in everything.
Do we want to try a different
Did you,
laptop?
did I fix all the stuff you guys say devices?
Check like the project side over this video.
Well, hey,
We should also bring out.
Like, do you have like the actual video
Oh, you consider it? Okay.
And drivers and stuff.
Okay.
So at the same time, you give specific numbers.
On top of Shark, Captain Gears and all is embracing the familiar friends and gradual rail.
Hi, Andrew the Wolfman Wolf here today to show you something really special. It's called the Uniblaster, an IR blaster made exclusively for Google's R smartphones. Have you ever turned on the TV? Have you ever turned off the TV? Have you ever seen a TV? Do you know what a TV is? If you answer yes to any of these questions, the Uniblaster is the thing for you. What's this look like to you?
What did you do? While he's doing that, I'll be coming around. And I'll move on and I'll say, alright. Obviously that was our lighthearted attempt to get y'all at least half excited as we are about our summer project. First I want to talk to you about what exactly an IR blaster is. An IR by red LED as well as the infrared receiver. And these hardware pieces allow you to both record and transmit the infrared signals. And by having both of these components in one device, you're able to control everything that's controlled by infrared remote. Why do we choose an IR blaster? First of all, with 2 mechanical engineers and 1 computer science, we figured might as well start simple. We wanted something that we can complete from start to finish in the time span of the summer, and we felt the IR blaster was a feasible idea. Also, an IR blaster can have many uses, such as a television, a DVD, as you saw Andrew so excitedly state in the video. And because of this, we feel it's a marketable product. Our first step, major step through the summer, was building a proof of concept. This is basically just to prove to ourselves that we could deal with this technology and get something to control a TV. In this circuit, we used a single LED, and we're not concerned about the size of the components being in the form factor. Our next major step was using the meta tools to model our circuit. We used So we use these tools to streamline the engineering design process and cut out many other prototyping steps and testing steps that would have been necessary. We can show our initial model for our proof of concept here, as well as our final model that we ended up with. These are two of our lamps, first of which has the 3 LEDs, the 2 extra LEDs we added to increase the range. And the second prototype shows not only the acolyte shield covering the LEDs, but also the microcontroller, which improves the timing of the transmission. Next, we're going to show a brief video jumping into more detail of how we work this.
Every day, our world becomes more dependent on the electronic devices that surround us. With nearly 1 billion smartphones sold in the last year alone, it only makes sense to integrate these phones with the technological world around us, harnessing the full potential of our side. This will our blaster module for Google's our smartphone. Has been designed to allow users to emulate any access to existing databases enables users to download the protocols from nearly all devices. If your device has not access to the file, you can easily report all commands by utilizing the built-in interface. The IR blaster puts control of all your devices in one convenient location. Luckily for us, different remote technology has been around for years. However, our main challenge is developing this module for meeting form factor requirements, as well as ensuring its compatibility with the layout and PK. To help us meet these requirements, we utilize the Metamorph software tools to accurately model and test our module. The meta tools enable us to cut down not only on the cost of expensive prototype testing, but also the time involved in the design process. By allowing us to rule out infeasible design choices, we were able to optimize our circuit to fit the specified module range, and achieve the greatest performance all from a single instance. Tools operated using the inline interface on the Raspberry Pi to secure the portion correctly. Our software team has been diligently working on programming a microcontroller to take the place of the Raspberry Pi, allowing us to control the module from an Android app interface by the end of the summer. Although there is some software development yet to be done, we are pleased to announce that our hardware design is complete and ready for production. We have a finalized 3D module, as well as a 4D design. We were hoping to have final. Unfortunately, we did not receive the circuit board in time to assemble the components and show us functionality. As a team, we are honored to have had the opportunity to work on Project R. It's been a gratifying experience working towards the completion of our ultimate goal, the development of a fully realized module ready to be manufactured.
All right, so that was a little bit about our IR blaster. Next, Nate's going to come up and talk to us about our glucometer module. But first, we have a video to introduce this module to you.
Walking down the street, as I check the time, gotta get my blues done in case I'm gonna die. Reaching in my pocket, find my phone, wallet, keys. Reach a little deeper, then I'm such a breeze. Not all of my people's thinking back at the past. I'm really even now with these streets get mad. I'm just here to the comfort back at home. Don't fret, take a breath. I got my name on my phone. I'm the phone. On my alright phone. So let me see you quicker and get a quick trip. In no time at all, you know when you're sick. Say your dad's back up. You send it to your mom, your dog, or your car. Okay, I'm sure. What can I get for? Ponder on the phone, that must cost a ton. No, not really, that idea is crap. The start of your will only cost you $50 flat. Then from there, you just pick and choose what you want on your phone. It's up to you.
You should maybe send that video to Google. What a way to get things started. My name is Nate Bremer, and I will be talking to you today about the glucometer module. For those of you who are not aware, a glucometer is a medical device used to determine the concentration of glucose in the blood. Glucometers use an enzyme-coated test strip that produce a measurable current proportional to the amount of glucose present in the blood sample. Today, about 38 million people are affected by the disease, with about 5% of them having to test themselves multiple times a day. Furthermore, about 550 per year on healthcare. There are many modules, including its conveniently embedded design. With this module, the data from each test can be collected over time and analyzed by the user or a medical professional. This data, along with the data collected from multiple other modules, can together be used to help fight the disease. Because of our internship, we're exposed to the meta tools. Through use of the meta tools, we're able to expedite our design process by lessening the number of prototypes. By using the tools, we are able to find our final output voltage for the entire circuit, measure certain electrical values within our circuit, and determine whether all of our components would fit onto the printed circuit board. Our first proof of concept prototype involved the use of 2 op amps to lower the voltage and to convert the test strip's current into a voltage value, respectively. By treating the test strip as a variable resistor, we were able to measure different output voltages as a result of changing the resistance value. Because the op amps were chose for our first prototype did not fit the form factor of the module, we had to search for smaller sized components. Fortunately, we were able to find a microcontroller that had all the circuit components, as well as an analog to digital converter, with the possibility to communicate with the endo. For these reasons, we chose to use the microcontroller in our final prototype. Right now, I'm going to go through a little video demo of how our current prototype works. So as you can see here, we have a breakout board and a Arduino. The Arduino is being used to represent a mock Aura endo, and the microcontroller has been programmed to seamlessly communicate with the endo once it becomes released. The switch that was just triggered here is used to simulate the test strip being inserted into the glucometer module. In this demonstration, we're using a high glucose solution, so we're interested in getting a value higher than 120, which we just got right there. The last thing I'll show you today is a prototype of our glucometer app. With this app, we're able to store multiple to be analyzed later. Thank you very much for your time.
All right, so didn't I say we're going to have some fun today? The good news is, if you're having fun, it's almost over. So where do we go from here? Google announced at their I/O conference a couple months ago that they're holding a competition for the best art on October 30th. We're discussing continuing development of these 2 modules to enter into that competition. As developers are able to apply to receive a developer's kit from Google to help them develop modules, and I am pleased to say that we've been approved to get one of those. On behalf of the interns, I'd like to say how happy we are to have gotten the opportunity to work on this project. I know we all learned a lot and had a lot of fun doing it. If you have more experience in general, feel free to ask now. Yes.
Was that you in that video?
I was not. Yeah. I did not do most of that video. Or you might have seen my sister.
Hey, do you think you should say something at the last flip of when they're clicking new tabs?
I
You would say though. While it was happening, I was trying to think of what you should say, but I don't know.
Maybe just
You
say
can
what you
explain
said
what
instead of
that
pausing
means.
it.
Okay, everyone talk at once so I can hear you.
Loud noises.
Who's got a suggestion?
Everyone.
I'm gonna go with Jason. What you got?
So Gemini shorten that part of the video a little bit.
Okay.
And so you want to come shorter.
That'd be great. I mean, yeah, there's just a lot of time, like a lot of time. Alright, cool. Anyone else?
You may want to explain that it's just.
Mariah?
You can explain when you're showing the graph, but that's what it's showing. It's just the same data.
Alright. Anyone else? No one?
Hey Nate, I'm thinking that you could.
Oh.
I was thinking that instead of like starting and stopping the video, you could just go ahead and chop it up into just a couple of different segments, and that might make it a little easier so you're not kind of struggling to find the pause button, the play button.
Yeah, but I mean, I really only did that once.
Yeah, I don't think it's a problem. I would.
If we just get used to it.
Yeah, I think like
Just
yeah.
don't move the mouse.
Yeah, I know, and I think if we get the smaller clip, like the smaller test clip and everything like that, I don't think I'll have to even pause it.
Well, you want to pause it too.
Yeah, yeah, but I mean that's not terribly.
If you will pause, we should
Start.
Hey Brandon,
Yeah.
do you think there's any way you could like turn the music down a little bit?
It has been. That's.
Okay.
I haven't put the new video.
Okay. Oh, that's true.
Alright, just a couple quick. I have a couple quick things.
I gotta fix that.
Yeah, I think when you first talk, Google might not be the only people on the Hangout, so just say thanks for everyone who's joining us
Okay.
via Hangout.
Also, how many internships do we have? The S is good 10 interns and then gives their rangers.
What's that?
So right now he says we have 10 interns, rather than 13.
Yeah, we have 13 interns.
But the thing is, it's gonna mess up the numbers. It'll mess up.
I mean, I don't have to say how many there are of us, if it's, or I don't just say like what majors we all are.
You said a mix of this.
A mixture of mechanicals and software.
Okay, so yeah, we change the 13 and then just don't give numbers for how many mechanical
Okay.
computer science.
That's a good pace. I got that. I think that was a good pace for your PowerPoint.
Yeah, I just need to figure out what I'm gonna say.
Yeah. But yeah, everything besides that one slide was.
I don't know, Randy, you may know, how much should we stress the meta tools in between videos? Because I kind of feel like that slide is a little redundant.
Yeah.
Does it, I mean,
I feel like my slide, my slide is completely redundant if you're talking. Because, I mean, they talk about it so much in the video.
That's what I was trying to say yesterday is, that's what I was saying is like, it gets introduced, like, yeah, if you could maybe combine it. But at the same time, it wasn't that bad. It's not that redundant. It's good to go over it a couple times.
All right, cool.
It's fine.
I think most time was spent on
The only thing Nate I
Yeah,
had was, if possible, not too hard, when you talk about how you use meta tools for the glucose, and you talk about how you simulated different things with it, if you could show those simulations, that might be a nice bonus to add in. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, so, yeah, like the
Not a big deal.
on the board.
Yeah.
so kind of like we had in our video. Maybe.
Yeah. And too about the when you show the app, maybe just a quick like the app can will show different readings and also it'll gather analysis that you can send to the doctor. Cool. That's all.
And also, like when you make quick and just informing this is symbolizing a test.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, that's fine. I mean, yeah, with the shorter.
If you didn't know what was going on, it might be confusing, but you're just typing that.
Okay.
I changed my mind, I think. I think we should not do questions after.
No questions?
Yeah.
If you have questions, feel free to keep your mouth shut.
If you have questions, we'll be available after to.
All right.
We'll feel free to talk after. Because you guys are going to have, I want you to have your projects like set up somewhere. and be ready to talk to people if they afterwards.
Are we going second?
You guys go second. So then after you guys go, I will come back up and close it out.
How do you want us to present our module afterwards?
That's a good question. I was thinking about having some space set up.
I mean, the IR will stay right there.
So IR will be there, and
I just have to look at stuff right there, but it's fun.
yeah, maybe we're gonna
Glucose would be better, just leave it on here.
okay, and then maybe have sign like glucose meter or blaster. You want to just look at the signs?
Well, since they're not really against the wall, I mean, Ryan could probably reference, like, if you have a question about the glucose meter, someone will be right there, and then the IR blaster is set up.
Or I could after when I.
Or you could say, yeah.
These groups are set up along the walls.
You just let me know if you want me to say it.
I'll say it.
Sounds good.
Brandon's also, like, introducing the undergrad.
Yeah.
And I put, but he'll be up there right before, and then.
Alright, sounds good.
Okay. We'll do a full run through tomorrow.
Okay. Any slide changes for anyone?
Right after developers.
Oh, right out developers. Yeah.
I need to change that.
And we're gonna have it in a video.
Just a question, Brandon. When's the real presentation tomorrow? 2 o'clock.
So everyone needs to be here at 11, because we're gonna finish setting up this room, and then we'll do a full run through of everyone.
Should we have even lunch?
Yeah.
Brunch.
Oh, and what retire? Like, do we have to?
Yeah. What's the dress code?
What do you guys think?
I was gonna come with dress pants, shirt, and tie.
Yeah. Do that. That cool?
I mean, or shorts, depending on what you say. Either one's good.
Maybe dress pants, shorts, and tie.
Dress pants, shorts, and tie. No shirt. Is developers kit? Is that when you watch videos, or does it go before the S?
Is it for multiple developers?
Okay, I thought it was, yeah.
Or is it
Each
just for
individual
one? Or is the kit just for one developer?
See, that's what I was thinking. Is it for one developer at a time?
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Okay, so do we have some changes to make?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so let's do those.
My changes are made.
Do you,
Can I do
I guess Brandon.
Yeah.
And
Alright.
then they're gonna go.
You can have all my
Or
changes.
y'all, you or Jeff.
It's up to you.
well, I'm gonna be,
I can't.
Jeff,
It's almost better.
I need to film that after.
Tomorrow?
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's.
Yeah. And then I can just put that one.
Yeah.
What the you'll stop is whenever you want.
Oh, just give them one.
Yeah.
So what we'll do is we'll put in like a
see it's working.
so you get a positive one.
And that's all not playing.
Leave it on.
That'll be in the middle. Remember red ring.
Alright, cool.
Alright, I'm just not doing something.
Do you need me for anything right now?
No, it's not. So yeah, so we're back up here at around 2:30. Okay. Yeah, well, we scheduled.
You have something to do with ours.
Too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so no, right? Nate is gonna do ours.
Sure, no problem. Yeah, so what kind of camera is your camera?
Are you helping them?
It looks like that. It's not.
Yeah, well, I don't mean to look at
You
it.
have something here. I would rather you stay at home with this.
I don't know. I have a.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'll see it too. I'll just
So you
Okay.
Actually, got it. So you can.
Yeah, I think
Yeah. All right. All right. But it's the nicest one. Yeah.
I was
Oh yeah. Cool. All right. I didn't know we had that. That's why.
But
Yeah.
then
And we'll have to do that
after-
one time.
All right. So yeah, we'll see. Okay. All right. Cool.
And then,
So it's